Okay, guys, so today the Ottawa Senators announced 7 players have been placed on waivers. There are a couple of them that I'm really not excited about that are on waivers, and I really question why. And I'm pretty upset that certain players who probably should be on waivers, who I expected to be on waivers, aren't, and some of these guys are. So the list looks a little bit something like this. Christian Jaros. I don't know why he's on waivers. Who the heck on the back end could beat him out? Josh Brown or Eric Goodbranson? Michael Haley. By all means, every one of you teams out there, all the other 30 teams, please, one of you take Michael Haley off our hands. This guy's a goon. I don't like him at all. He can't do anything else other than beat people up. I don't really want a guy like that on the team. So I would love to see him leave. Is what I'm trying to say. J.C. Beaudin, Matthew Pekka, Logan Shaw, Philip Schlappick, and last but not least, Rudolph Balcers. Look, I don't know why Balcers is on waivers. I mean, yeah, I get the sense of a lot of forwards. There's a lot of stiff competition. There's more better competition, and it's harder for young players to make it this year probably than in years past. But to potentially lose Christian Jaros and Rudolph Balcers on waivers, and guys like Josh Brown and Eric Goodbranson are going to remain on your team on the back end instead of a defenseman like Christian Jaros? Oof. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that at all. That just reeks of the favoritism again, and I know I've talked about this before, but this seems to be a recurring issue with this team. They always get a coach who plays their favorites. They'll have their favorites. I know every coach kind of seems to be like that to some extent, but the Sens even more so. They get guys that are really into the favorites game, like Guy Boucher. That was their mantra for a couple of years. We only get guys who play for Guy, till the guys who played for Guy, I should say, did not work out. And then they were forced to not get guys to play for Guy anymore. So I don't want them to have to do the same damn thing over again with DJ Smith, because these guys just don't want to learn. Smith has this affinity for marginally skilled players who can't do a whole lot of anything with the puck on their stick, but they'll run you through the wall and cross-check you in the teeth and knock you out cold on the ice. And that's what we're really looking for to build a championship team, right? And another thing, too, is that now that we don't have a preseason like in a normal year, us as fans can't judge who we think should or shouldn't have made it, and we can't criticize the coach as much because they can just say, well, you weren't at our scrimmages, fans. You didn't get to see our scrimmages. Only we know who would have made it. Yeah, Josh Brown and Eric Goodbranson were better than Christian Jaros. Yeah, Austin Watson was better than Rudolph Balcers. You better believe these guys were. Like, I'm going to sit there and buy that bull crap from a biased coach who has his favorites, a biased GM who only likes to pick up these goons who drag their knuckles around it. And you know what? I know I'm ranting a bit here. Don't get me wrong. The Sens have done a lot of good moves this season, and they've brought in a lot more players, and I do expect them to improve despite being in a super tough division this year. But it's just moves like this that frustrate me so much. Like, I hate seeing these goons that get to stay on there because the coach likes them so much, like an Eric Goodbranson or a Josh Brown or an Austin Watson. Thank you, that was the name I was thinking of. Or an Austin Watson or Braden Coburn even. How could I forget about him? You mean to tell me that frickin' guy's not on waivers? And Jaros is on waivers in favor of those 3 goons? Really? My goodness, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to build in Ottawa. They can't be the Bruins of 2011. Those days are done. You don't win hockey by just punching everyone's teeth out and just making them bleed all over the place and being really, these high-strung goons full of testosterone trying to kill guys on every single shift. That's just not how the league works now. Let me kind of go over the list. Michael Haley, very surprised he's on waivers. I thought for sure he'd make the team because the Sens love guys like him that can't do anything with the puck on their stick. Like I said, I'm putting the word out there. Every team, please, one of you, take this guy off our hands. I don't want him in our organization. Get him off the team. He's not good for anything. I'm sure he's a great guy away from the rink, but As I believe it was Keith Jones who said about John Scott back in the day, good luck to him, he should be away from the rink. And that holds true with Michael Haley. JC Beaudin, it would be kind of sad to see him leave. I think he's a player with a little bit of upside, but he is more of a utility type player. He's more of a fourth line type player. So I mean, if he left, it would hurt a little bit, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Matthew Pekka, same deal. Logan Shaw, same deal. Philip Schlappick, I'd be sad to see him leave just because, I had higher hopes for him, and he's kind of turned out to be a bit of a disappointment. But if some team did claim him off waivers, I wouldn't be too upset. I'm not overly upset that he's on waivers either. He has been a bit of a lackluster player for the Sens these past few years. But that's what I think about the Sens waiver players here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know I ranted a little bit, but these kind of moves kind of upset me. Christian Jaros, Rudolph Balcers. I mean, we're gonna have to keep our fingers crossed that these guys don't get snatched away from the Sens. Those are two really, really valuable players. I like Jaros. I don't know why the coaching staff doesn't like him. I don't think he's as physical maybe as advertised, but who cares? Like, who cares if a guy doesn't want to go out and kill another player every single shift? Like, it's okay. We don't need to kill the other players on the other team. We can just play hockey and do things with the puck on our sticks. And if you're always running around and hitting guys, that's not a good sign. That means you don't have the puck a lot. I want the Sens to be more of a puck possession team. They're going to have to be more of a puck possession team because they have so many problems defending in their own end. So they have to possess the puck. You're going to tell me Eric Goodbranson and Josh Brown are going to be making these sick outlet passes to the forwards? No. They're going to zip a pass. We're probably going to ice the puck 1,000 times with those two clowns on the ice. Who knows? But anyways, I'm getting all riled up again, I know. I know a lot of people disagree with me. I don't know why Sens fans really want this big bullying team. I think I'm in the very small minority of Sens fans who want to ice a more speed and skill-based team. And I am biased. I'll come right out and admit it in case you're wondering. I am biased more towards a speed and skill-based team that's not as physical. That's always been more my style. Just for whatever reason. I mean, that's just the way I've always liked hockey rather than the physical aspect of it. I've never been overly crazy about it. I just find making a sick pass or making a great play is far more exciting than seeing one of my players on my favorite team blow someone up physically. I mean, I could really care less to see that. But I know, okay, I got off topic, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This dragged on a little bit longer than I thought it would, but thank you so much for watching, like I said. I'll talk to you guys again soon.